Hey guys, what's going on? Derek with Dependable Success, Motivation, Inspiration, back this week for another great video. We were sitting around and just kind of trying to figure out which direction here to go in, and just to kind of piggyback off of everything we've been talking about, getting rid of the head trash, getting the right surroundings, just kind of getting you mentally on track to do better in life, in your business, in your situation. We figured, you know what? Let's go ahead and discuss the 5 fundamentals of starting a business. And to me, this is a unique perspective because these are going to be a little bit different. I feel like there's a lot of misguidance out there, just between business plans and most of you guys will spend so much time planning before you take one step of action. And I find that to be totally wrong and just backwards. Now, just remember, it's my experience, my opinion, but I really believe, and we talked about that, is, the action part. So I'm going to give them to you quickly, and then we're going to go into depth. But the 5 fundamentals that I believe are crucial to starting a business are commitment, risk, quantum growth, scale, and people. Now, keep in mind, I didn't put these in any particular order, but I think it's about the right order, So, commitment. That goes back to just taking action. One of my favorite sayings is, you hear all the time cliches like, oh, it takes money to make money. It takes courage to make money, and it takes commitment to make money, to make it work. I was out this week meeting a client who's a friend of mine, and we were discussing, liquidity and stuff like that with the looming recession, and he was asking me, about what I like to keep around for cash reserves. And it's like, dude, cash reserves, shit. I'm in the business to make money. I'm not in the business to funnel money into the damn company. Plus, I'm not made of money. And it really circles back to commitment. What are you going to do in your business to be better than the competition? And if there is no competition, maybe you're a tech startup and you just came out with a brand new app and there is nothing like it, it still takes an extraordinary amount of commitment. I think most people fail in business, and you all know the statistics. I believe it's 99% of businesses fail. It really is a lack of commitment. You have to go out there and take it. You really do. So we do a bunch of marketing in my company. We get leads come in, we call customers, we go out and make appointments, blah, blah, blah. Well, what if we don't have any? Are we just gonna sit around and twiddle your thumbs? Or are you committed enough to say, okay, I'm gonna go knock on doors. I'm gonna go network with other businesses. I'm gonna pick up the phone. Hey, phone's free. One of the most powerful tools in business. Pick up the phone, start calling people. Hey, I'm a painting contractor. You're a home builder. I figured it would make sense we know each other, and get that conversation rolling. It takes commitment to sit there and do all these things. And I think most people are not ready for the level of commitment that it really takes. Are you willing to have, if you really want to be successful and not just create a job? And just a quick side note, we love side notes here. There's nothing wrong with having a job. You can have a job for yourself. Maybe you clean houses. So it's not a business, but there is a distinct line, because if the business requires you to do everything, it's not a damn business. It's a job. Nothing wrong with a job, but it's a job. And I've taken a lot of shit for this with people I've worked with, explaining that. And, I may be wrong, but I'm never in doubt. And I tell you, I'm not wrong on that. There's a difference. A business has people, moving parts, doesn't count on just you to function. So, and it takes to get it to that point, because we all start out with, no money. You need commitment, right? There's a huge level of commitment. Are you going to work nights, weekends, holidays, no vacations for a couple years? Are you really committed enough to do that? Okay. And then you're going to have, letdowns. There's going to be situations that you think you have handled that aren't handled, and you just have to be committed enough to stay the course. Okay. Next is risk. There's no good growth, and it ties into quantum growth, without risk. You have to take risk. Remember, it takes courage to make money. And what I mean by that is not that it's risky to start a business, although it is. You got to quit your job and all that. That's certainly risk. That's not the type of risk I'm talking about. I'm talking about once you get this thing moving. So we'll use something real basics. You start cleaning some houses, life's good, you've created a job, perfect. You're building a brand. How do you grow it? Well, you got to do more marketing. You got to hire people. So it takes risk, meaning now you've made the money, you got to take the money, put it back into the company, and guess what? You can lose it. When we were first starting out, I put about 15 grand, which at that time was like, I mean, dude, fucking mountains of money, back into my company, and it didn't work. I was wrong. I had the wrong guy doing the marketing, and it was a straight waste of money. And that's where most people will give up and they'll, oh, see, I can't outsource marketing. That sucks. That's stupid. Look, it doesn't work. No, I'm committed. I know somebody on planet Earth can do it. How do I get them into my sphere? And we push through because we're committed to the goal. And we've had separate videos on this, but the goal should be freedom. You know, you want to be able to do whatever you want. So when you have the right mindset, you'll stay committed. You'll take the risk by reinvesting the profits. I mean, that Warren Buffett has extensive talks about reinvesting profits. Ultra important, and that is what I mean by risk. Okay? Quantum growth. Quantum growth, super important. That's in the beginning when you have nothing. You started out, me and Brandy, we're cleaning houses, and 1 week we booked 5, okay? That's a 500% increase. We literally just went from 0 to 5. And it's hard to keep that up because if we did it the next week, we would be at 10, 15, 20, but it's not as big a percentage. You see what happens? So if we do 5 the first week, that's 500% increase. If we do 10, we've only doubled. So you really want to do your best to maintain quantum growth. Now, obviously, we wish we could do this exponentially forever because then you would go from 1 million to 2 to 4 to 8. And it's not always possible, but that should be the target. You're looking for quantum growth. Most importantly, what gave you the quantum growth? So we reflect back when I do my marketing meetings and my meetings with my sales guys, I reflect back on what made us great to begin with. We constantly circle back to that so that we can stay as close to quantum growth as possible. And this is important. So when you're starting your business, what are the things that are going to put you into that quantum growth, and then repeat those things and scale those things, right? Our next one is scale. I firmly believe you should not be in a business that you cannot scale. Otherwise, you've created a job. What do I mean by scale? Multiple locations, bigger. It could be a number of things. So it could be one location and you're going to scale it to $200 million. It could be like us where the market will only bear so much in per area. So we have to scale it geographically, right? Still monetarily, but what is your plan to scale? And you should be focusing on that immediately. Some people will say, oh, first you got to get the model. It's all happening simultaneously. Of course, you got to get the right model. You'll tweak your business, put the right things in place, get a good solid backbone, but you should be trying to scale as quickly as possible because you will not accomplish greatness without massive, massive scale. Last but not least is people. People are the absolute most important in your company and your job as a leader, as an owner, as an entrepreneur, as a steward of entrepreneurship. Your job should be to better people. You want to bring out the best in those people and not just bring out the best in their work. That's a plus because that not only helps your company, but that helps them in their life to do better, but bring out the best possible avenues for them. I am constantly focused on my people, how they can make more money with me. More importantly, not even with me, how can we make more money together? And then when they figure that out and we figure it out together, we're like, hey, we can give you a raise. I try and explain the fundamentals behind it. Like, hey, the company can give you a raise when you are bringing more value to the company, which helps us grow. And then they get it so that not only do they get the reward, but they're like, hey, I kind of like this growth thing. And they figure out, hey, what else can we do to get better? What else can we do to grow? I want to make more money too. And it's really the fundamental of your business. So you need to focus right away on people. And in the beginning, if you have nobody, that's fine. Your people would be your customers, right? We still focus on customers. But notice what we got. Customers, people. Workers, people. It's all about people and having the right people. And willing to get rid of the ones that are not right. So many times in small business, when you only have one secretary, you're like, oh God, I know she's not really good or he's not really good, but if I get rid of them, I'll be left with nobody. Pull the trigger, get rid of them. Even if you have to go back to doing it yourself, while you find the right people will take you so far so quick. The wrong people will bring you down so fast. It is unbelievable. They always say you make greatness not by who you hire, but who you fire and how quickly. And it's just so important. Anyway, these are the 5 fundamentals. I think they're very overlooked. These are not normal, not common, but we always try and give it to you raw. This is like the real deal in the trenches entrepreneurship. We thank everybody for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to our channel. You can check us out on Facebook. We're at Dependable Success, Motivation, and Inspiration. We will see everybody next week with another video. I hope everybody has a great week. Stay committed. Kick some butt. If you dream it, you can do it. Let's go. Get it.